Encapsulation is one of the most common mechanisms for enabling abstraction with modern programming languages. The way languages do this is typically through the use of interfaces. What interfaces allow us to do is it allows us to encapsulate the data and behavior of a class or an interface and separate it from its implementation. Right? And that's what encapsulation is really all about. So let's take a look at this in a concrete example from Mario. Imagine we want to capture or encapsulate the notion of gravity so that our physical models don't need to consider that when they're evaluating how quickly Mario falls through a level. And this could be useful if, for instance, we wanted Mario to go through some levels on Earth and other ones on the Moon or on other planets. Right, so one thing that a level would need to do is it would need to be able to inform the gravity instance that would change from level to level. Right? So we need to be able to change the gravitational constant. So we'd have a method for that. Right, so this method would allow a level to go and set the gravitational constant for that specific level. But for Mario, as he falls through the level and is calculating his movement, right, because Mario has that move method, he would want to be able to figure out what kind of vertical displacement should he expect given his current acceleration. Now, he doesn't know what the gravitational constant of that level is, right, but he still needs to be able to handle his movement. So we need to give Mario a method that he can call to figure out how far his vertical displacement would have changed as he's falling. Right, and in this way, when Mario is going to calculate its displacement, he's just going to call this method. So what the gravity interface has allowed us to do is it allows us to encapsulate this notion of gravity all within one part of the system. Right, so the level can go and call set gravity to set the gravitational constant for that level, but Mario can also interact with calculate displacement directly to figure out how much he's moved vertically through a level as he falls. But when Mario is making this call, he doesn't need to know anything about the gravitational constant. This has all been abstracted away. But it also simplifies the Mario implementation because Mario and the level don't need to communicate directly about the gravitational constant for that method. Right? So this has really gone and encapsulated this whole concept within this one interface in the application.